Good morning. Ooh, we got a simultaneous live this morning. I'm so excited. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here. I am here live with you. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, Tuesday, March 25th. I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you excited about children's books? I am excited about children's books. I'm excited about all that we are doing for children's books here. Let me put my phone on silent. Let's make sure that we are not being interrupted here. Yes, I am excited about children's book. It is I, Carylee Carrington, award-winning author and tutu queen. Since tutu queen right now, I'm tutu right now, but you know, I am always here to bring the live joy to you. With our author chat this morning, we have a lot going on. I'm so excited. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Read with Carylee show to make a comeback? I am ready. We have been on pause now for almost a year. I did send 2 shows. We had about 4 shows that we recorded and put out last year. And now we're coming back full steam. We have authors that are signing up. I have so many new author friends to bring to you. And authors, we want to bring you to this platform. I know there's a lot of authors that are just like, oh, what's the Read with Carylee show really about? It's about bringing you to your audience. We are on YouTube. We are on YouTube Kids. We are on the Read with Carylee.org platform. And of course, we'll be having little shorts and snippets that'll be coming to Instagram and Facebook. And I'm telling you, this is going to be so amazing. So what's the benefit of being a part of the Read with Carylee platform? Being a part of the Read with Carylee platform, you're not just being seen locally. You're not just being seen in your state or regionally or even nationally. Read with Carylee is a global show. Okay. We have had authors from Australia, Indonesia. We have had authors featured from 5 of the 7 continents. South America, hello. I am listening for you. We are hoping to get an author from South America this season. Like I said, we've had authors from Australia. We've had technically 5 authors from Australia. We had an author from Ghana. We have had an author from Indonesia. We've had authors from the UK. We've had authors from Canada and all over the United States. So when I say the Read with Carylee platform is global, the Read with Carylee platform is global. And we are here to celebrate children's literature and children's books and diverse. This is why we stress diverse children's literature so much. I know, Meta. Yeah, talking to you, Meta. Instagram and Facebook, they've actually been slowing down my broadcasts and my posts. So I need everyone to get on board. Parents. I know there may not be a lot of children on Instagram or Facebook, but parents, educators, authors, grandparents, aunties, uncles, community leaders, get on board, get Read with Carylee going. And it's so amazing. It's so amazing that even though we only put out 4 new videos last year. 4. But last year, we had a viewership that skyrocketed. We have stories from over 130 authors. 130 authors have been on the Read With Carylee platform. They have shared their stories and they're still here. Authors, you can always get a clip and paste on your page, paste on your Instagram, paste on your Facebook. And when, I'm like, we tag things. We tag things like crazy. My team is a team that works with other podcasters as well. So they know how to get things tagged so that you are being seen globally, you are being recognized. This boosts you into being able to get recognized all over the world, and especially locally, because of course, Read with Carylee pushes local authors to be able to get known locally. That is our one core value, is getting local authors recognized locally so that you can be supported by your local by your local audience, as well as being supported globally and nationally. Many people may ask me, how is it that you get author visits across the country? How do you get sponsored to go across the country? How do you get all these author visits and all these opportunities that you have been able to get? It is because I put myself out there. And one thing, that I have let you all know, my day to day, my 9 to 5 is in marketing. So yes, I have taken everything that I have gained, all the knowledge that I have gained in my career, to put it towards won't even say my side gig, my second career. Read with Carylee is a passion of mine, and everything that I have gained throughout my life, I put it right back into Read with Carylee. So that is how I help authors like you be able to elevate and grow. But, hey, you need to be able to join this movement, join the work that we are doing. A lot of people, you see me working with PayPal and sports teams, because they find me here, because they know the work that I've put in. I've been doing Read with Carylee now for over 5 years. And making sure that I not just elevate myself. It would be easy for me to just use my talents and just sell my books. I have 4 books that are on the market right now. Everyone Just Like Me, Pretty Hair, Maya Sings Country, and you name it, Graham made it. It would be easy for me to just promote my books, but I have chosen this. This is my purpose and my passion, to be able to elevate other authors, so that it's not just beneficial for those who read my books. Every author has a story. Every author has an audience. And it is for you to be able to find it. And for me, I have been able to, like I said, use my talents to be able to promote my books, to promote the books of others. Read with Carylee was not something that I just said, you know what, I'm going to go and create this platform so that I can promote my books. When I saw the light in children's eyes, when they saw me come in as an author, and this was before the Tutu Queen was created. This was before the Tutu Queen. I just went to a school in a suit jacket and jeans and a cute shirt, and I read to the students, but they were so amazed, and they that they had the opportunity to meet an author. So I said, you know what? I want to make sure that all children, other children, will be able to see an author. And that is why I created Read with Carylee. And creating the show, I wanted to highlight authors just in my area. You know, it was not incumbent upon me to really spread it out as much. I'm like, I wanted something that was interactive for children. And with it being interactive for children, it meant that I wanted to have, came up with having the authors come in and read their books. And it was amazing. We had an amazing, I think, 24 episodes that were actually live before a live audience. And of course, COVID came in and shut that down, but we turned lemons into lemonade, and we created a global platform. Being able to say, hey, we want authors from around the world to be able to come and share their stories. That was so awesome for me to be able to do that with my team. And we've been growing and growing and growing so much more since. And yes, there are just so many things that we're trying to do here at Read with Carylee. We are a small but mighty team, and we are educating authors, elevating authors, and making sure that we do grow together. So that's just the Read with Carylee show. That's just the Read with Carylee show. We also have the Read with Carylee author directory. Now, why on earth did I do that? Like I said, building authors locally, that is something that I am passionate about. I know there are the big people can go out and easily just look up the big publishers to be able to find a book. But yes, that publisher may just be advertising the newest author that they have on their roster, or the newest book that's out. But I want our audience to be able to find authors from everywhere they are. A lot of people didn't know where I was or who I was. And teachers from my community, when they found out that I am here in Northern Virginia, they were excited. So, how do we support authors who may not be supported by the big publishers? How do we support self-published authors? How do we support the authors that are in our neighborhoods, in our communities, writing about our communities, writing about the struggles that our children go through, writing about the joys that happen in our communities? How can you find an author that may write about the Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C.? An author, if they don't know about the Cherry Blossom Festival, they can't write about the Cherry Blossom Festival. And what I push is making sure that authors are writing authentically about the experiences that our children go through and the life that they live. And we want to make sure that that is coming from our local authors. So how can you find them if you don't know them? You can go to readwithcarylee.org, go to our author directory, and find the authors who have signed up. Now, we can't do it for everyone. We can't, like I said, my team is small but mighty. but we need to be able to get the authors on our stage. We need to be able to find, have the authors let us know where you are. We have the Read with Carylee Children's Book Expo that is coming up in June. This time we're going to New York City. How can I go to New York City? Because we have authors who have signed up from the New York City area, and I can send them a message and say, hey, we're coming to your town and we want to elevate you. We want to put you on the Read with Carylee stage. We want to be able to, sing and dance and have you have story time and read aloud to the children of the neighborhood, and have your audience, your local neighborhood that may not know that you're there, come and buy your books. We want authors that have a heart and passion for children's books. This is not just we want authors that this is not just a one-off for you. This is something that you're passionate about. This is something that I've turned into a career. So I know that it can be done. And I will help any author that needs to know how it can be done. And so we have the Read with Carylee author directory. Like I said, you can go online on readwithcarylee.org, see and find our author directory. Click on New York, click on New Jersey, see who's there. We have some states that are empty right now. We want to find you. We want to find you, and we want to be able to build you up. And authors, we need you. Parents, teachers, we need you to support our author community so that we can continue to support you. We can continue to write the books that are pertinent for your children. We can continue to write about your environment. We can continue to write about the amazing things that happen in your community. Like I said, with Northern Virginia, we have the Cherry Blossom Festival coming up in Washington, D.C. soon. I have my own thing that I write about. I have my diverse books that I write about. I have another book coming out this year, this summer, actually. And I am so excited, but, you need to know where I am. I'm everywhere, but, you need to know where your other authors are. And that is so important for us. So continue to join us, continue to support authors. Go to the Read with Carylee author directory to be able to find authors in your state, in your neighborhood, in your town. And we will continue to support and elevate authors. So also, like I hinted just a little bit, we have the Read with Carylee Children's Book Expo that goes from city to city, wherever we find that we are needed, wherever we have a good population of authors where we can elevate them. And we're having a children's book expo, one-day children's book expo, and they will be able to come. People would be able to come, purchase books, participate in our read aloud, and just support your local authors, like I said. And this is just so amazing. We have authors that are signing up already. We have people that are already, signing up for tickets to be able to come to the Read with Carylee Children's Book Expo. It will be in Brooklyn, New York, downtown Brooklyn. So there is access from New York City, Manhattan, access from Jersey. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump. It's less than an hour away from Jersey. You can come from Queens. You can come from the Bronx. We're all converging on downtown Brooklyn. It is right across the Brooklyn Bridge. It's not very far from the Brooklyn Bridge. You can literally walk from the Brooklyn Bridge to Long Island University Brooklyn campus, where we will be having the Read with Carylee Children's Book Expo. So I am so excited for all the things that we are doing with Read with Carylee and all the things that we are doing to promote diverse children's literature. And we need you to continue to support us. So I'm going to touch a little bit this morning on why it is important for authors to be going into schools. Right now, children's books, diversity is under attack. Diversity is under attack. And it's just so important for children to be able to hear stories, to connect with authors, to connect with literature. Of course, the bedrock of children's learning, of learning period, is through books. As I tell my children all the time, if you cannot read, you cannot go anywhere in life. There is something that you need to read every single minute of the day to know what's going on here. You're reading, you may be reading my banners behind me, to know what is going on in the world, to be able to have a job. Even if some people may say, oh no, I don't need, I don't need to be a mathematician, or I don't need to be a scientist. Okay, there's much more that runs the world than mathematicians and scientists and doctors and lawyers. Just being able to have the basic necessities that you need as a human being, as someone living in this nation, even though this current administration is banning books. But the books that children get, it builds their foundation. My book, Everyone Just Like Me, it builds children's foundation in letting them know that it is okay to be different. It's okay to wear glasses. It's okay to be brown. It's okay to have curly hair. It's okay to be blonde. It's okay to be brunette. Everything that you are is okay. And children need to learn those lessons when they are young, in the formative years. A lot of emphasis may be put on children going into middle school and children going to high school so that they will be able to do good in college. But if they don't have that foundation from preschool and elementary school, they can't elevate to be able to go to middle school and high school. So the basic reading, they say that a majority of the people in the United States only have a basic level of reading, and that is up to third grade. So if they're not getting the books that they need up to third grade, they can't even have a basic learning capability. Basically, they can't do the basic things that they need to do within life. There was a study that came out, I believe it was in 2019, that said that, children having that cognitive ability, whatever they learn from ages 2 to 7, that is what their core value will be. And we can't wait until middle school or high school to stress the importance of social ability. We can't wait until middle school and high school to teach them wrong from right. We can't wait, to teach them to be kind to each other and to love each other's differences and to love diversity, because that is what diversity is about. Diversity is not about skin color. Diversity is about embracing the differences of yourself, that the differences that you have and the differences of others. and respecting those differences. And that is why I wrote my book, Everyone Just Like Me. And right now I am, definitely promoting that book. I promote all my books, but we always go back to Everyone Just Like Me. It is one of my best sellers. That and Pretty Hair, has been awesome in, being able to be promoted and sold. And there are authors that may be able to be able to get that knowledge palatable for a 2-year-old or a 4-year-old, going on up to where they're building their core values. And that is why it's so important to be able to have these children's books that teach about diversity, that teach about differences. We're not all the same. We're not machines. We're not all built the same. The only thing that we have, and it's not even the same, our blood bleeds red. Our blood bleeds red, but we have different blood types. Our DNA is different. Everyone's DNA is different. And you may be a twin. There is no one that is a carbon copy of anyone else. And that is why we need diverse books. That's why we need authors of every color, every background. This country, I will say, this country used to be great because we used to welcome everyone. I grew up in New York. The Statue of Liberty, it says, "Give me your worn, your tattered." The Statue of Liberty was a symbol of freedom and unity and acceptance and welcoming into the United States. We had Ellis Island that welcomed immigrants and made sure that they had a record of the people that were coming into the country, that were starting anew, that may have changed their name so that they have some semblance of their history. And that's what we need to do for all of our children. And I just implore you to continue to supporting diverse books and know that everyone deserves the right to have a voice. Children's authors create a voice for children. And they create, our parents create our core values. And as busy as some parents may be, reading that bedtime story with a core value is something that we all need and our children all need. So, yep, my time is up right now. If you are just joining us, I just saw that somebody just joined us. Catch us on the replay. I will be sharing this replay because there was just so much that we had to pack in. It's a half hour, but make sure you are joining me here on Thursday. I will be on this Thursday at 9 a.m. with so much more for you. And until we see you again, make sure, it's live. You grab a book and read. I'll see you on Thursday.